This video is going to be my list of the best Star Wars collectibles of 2021. Let's jump right into it. Hey everyone, my name is Christopher. Welcome to Seriously Star Wars. On this channel I do weekly Star Wars reviews, so if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Today I wanted to go over some of the best Star Wars collectibles of 2021, and to do this I reached out to a few of my fellow Star Wars YouTuber friends who are also Star Wars collectors themselves, and I asked if they wouldn't mind sharing their favorite Star Wars collectible of 2021.
Hey there friends, fans, and collectors. I am Mike. This is Binary Sunset Review. And what we do here is we collect figures, review them, and talk about the Star Wars news. Now there's so much going on in the Star Wars world, but we mainly focus on 375 and Black Series figures. Now, it's great to be featured in Seriously Star Wars' little holiday wrap-up. This was a fantastic year in Star Wars news and figures, and I think my favorite actual item this year had to be the Vintage Collection Blue One. Now, this is by far the best X-Wing we've ever had. It came beautifully in this nice Vintage Collection box that we know and love so much. He is a fan favorite figure, and Blue One Antok Merrick was a figure that we had as fans voted and called for. And so, it's really great because we often feel like Hasbro's not listening to us, but it's nice when we have really fan-called for figures and vehicles that we love from a movie that we love. Now, this figure was especially great because it came with his figure, with the pilot, also on a beautiful, beautiful card back. So it's nice to just have this all in the collection. And for those of us that really do enjoy going out there and finding and hunting these toys down actually in the aisle, it was really, really fun to track this guy down. So it's a bit of an adventure each time you do it, but for these exclusives particularly, it really makes you kind of look at them with another sense of pride and joy when you see them on your shelf or in the hangar. Once again, thanks to Chris and Seriously Star Wars for considering Binary Sunset Review and including us in this little thing. It was great to be a part of it. I'm really appreciative of everything that Star Wars and Hasbro gives us, but this X-Wing truly was my favorite item of the year. So subscribe to Binary Sunset Review for the best Star Wars news and reviews as soon as I make them. Have a great holiday season out there, and a great new year to everyone. The Force will be with you, always.
Hello there, I'm Jim, and I run a channel called Fulcrum and the Force, dedicated to everything Star Wars. As you can see, I'm a bit of a Lego collector. I also collect lightsabers and anything else Star Wars that's pretty cool, and review them over on my channel. So please head over there, check it out. I'm on Instagram as well, at Fulcrum Force. So come follow me and join in the Star Wars fun. Now, for my favourite purchase of 2021, it was always going to be a Lego set. It's been a great year for Lego, and I've got every single set that was released this year. So it was going to be a choice of one of those. And it had to be the Ucs R2d2. Because look at it. Look how good he looks. He's not easy to hold, especially when you're trying to show him on camera. But he does look amazing. He's got quite a few features in this set, actually, considering. Obviously, you can turn his head. Lovely. He's got a few different features in his head. He has over here his little antenna, which you can lift up and spin around, which is very, very cool. And then, that bit in Return of the Jedi where Luke's like, and he shoots his lightsaber out of his head. Well, over on the other side here, let me see if I can get it. It's not always the easiest thing to put back in. You take off this part, and inside here is Luke's lightsaber. How cool is that? That's probably one of my favourite features, just because it doesn't need to be there at all, but it is. and that makes it cool. Not always the easiest thing to put back in, but when it's so cool, it doesn't matter. He says, struggling to put R2's head back together. At the front, he has a couple of his little arms. Over this side, we've got his droid arm thing. Can never remember what it's called. And then over here, we've got just another little tool. In the older version of this, that was actually a buzzsaw, but they've removed that for whatever reason. And they just slot back in there, and he closes up there. This leg is actually retractable. I'm going to attempt to do it on here. Not the easiest thing in the world. There you go. So you can just have him two-stepping. And then if you just flip him forward, his third leg pops out. And it's an amazing set, and I absolutely love it. And that's why it's my favourite anything of 2021 when it comes to Star Wars. I think it's an incredible set. For a pretty decent price as well, which is a surprise normally because Lego's crazy expensive. But that's it for this quick vid. I hope you had a good 2021. I know it's been tough. But moreover, I hope you have an awesome 2022. And buy lots of Star Wars stuff. Okay. Don't forget, we are one with the Force. And the Force is with us.
Hey everybody, my name is Nicole, also known as Jedi Master 738, and for my favorite Star Wars 2021 collectible, it's a bit of a weird one. I really went back and forth with trying to decide what I thought my favorite thing of the year was, because there were a lot of really awesome things, but overall, the thing that really, ever since I picked it up, has stuck in my mind has actually been the Lego Imperial Armored Marauder set. And for some reason, out of all of the kits from this year that came out for Lego Star Wars, this one is my very favorite. And it was one that, I guess with other items, I was very excited upon their initial announcement. And then of course, throughout the release, this one was one I did not so much care about. And then after getting it, found that I really, really liked. So I know it's a little bit not mainstream. I usually do action figures on this channel, but it is a Lego set that was my favorite collectible of 2021, and it has just stuck in my mind ever since I got it. It's a really cool piece, actually. I think that it's pretty under the radar, I think, for some of the other sets that came out, but it has so many cool features, plus a super awesome array of minifigures, including a new Grief Karga, and of course a Mortar Trooper, which is a pretty cool Lego minifigure to get. But there's tons of hatches and cannons on this. There was standing room for minifigures on the inside. It just is really, really cool, and it's just packed with tons of detail and play features. There's seats back there. There's some cannons in the back. You can open this up and fit a character inside. We have some swivel around cannons on this side. We have front cannons on this side. And then we even have these really cute little Imperial boxes on the side of this guy on each side. And it just overall, it was a really cool scene in the Mandalorian Season 2. And it makes for a really, really fun Lego set in my opinion. Again, it was one I did not expect, but one of my all-time favorite Lego Star Wars sets and my favorite collectible of 2021. I don't know. I'm weird, I guess, but there it is.
Hey everyone, Paul here from Paul's Collectables. I collect 3 3/4 inch action figures and full-size Star Wars helmets, as you can see behind me, and a smattering of a couple of other things, but those are my two main jams, the 3 3/4 inch Star Wars action figures and the helmets. Now, I've been asked to talk about my favorite collectible that I picked up this year, 2021. Now, as many of you know, if you've watched The Mandalorian second season, a new type of stormtrooper was introduced called the Artillery Trooper. He showed up very briefly on screen, and he looked mostly like either an incinerator trooper or a standard stormtrooper. It's just that he had yellow markings, and I don't know what it was about those yellow markings, but wow. They just hooked me, and that became my new favorite stormtrooper outside of the Death Troopers. So the very first thing I did was customize my own Black Series Incinerator Trooper helmet into a Artillery Trooper helmet, or what they were calling a Mortar Trooper helmet at the time. And then they released the Black Series Incinerator Trooper, and I bought 2 of those, and I took one of them and I painted it yellow, and I made my very own artillery stormtrooper, and I had a blast doing that. And for a while, I was unique and the only one who had something of that nature. And then the Black Series 6-inch figure line came out with the actual artillery trooper figure from the Mandalorian. And I bought 2 of these as well. And here's where the irony comes in. I collect helmets and 3 3/4 inch action figures, and I've picked up quite a lot of both of those in 2021, but my favorite collectible from 2021 has got to be this Black Series artillery trooper figure. I kept one in the box and I took the other one out and I posed him with the rest of the Black Series figures that I've bought. So yeah, isn't that kind of weird? I went outside of my normal comfort zone, and for 2021, my pick, the Black Series 6-inch artillery trooper figure. All right, happy collecting. I hope the rest of your year goes well, and hopefully we'll all have a great year collecting in 2022.
Hey everyone, I'm Luke and I run a channel called Reynolds Reviews on YouTube, which mainly focuses on 80s toy lines such as vintage Star Wars, Mask, even some Masters of the Universe and G1 Transformers thrown in there as well. I just want to say a big thank you to Chris from Seriously Star Wars for asking me to come on to this video. And today we're going to take a look at my favourite pickup from 2021. And there we go everyone, so no surprises really. My favourite pickup from 2021 is the Black Series Mandalorian helmet. I absolutely love this line. I think the Black Series helmets just get better and better every time they're released. And I mean, who can not love the Mandalorian helmet? We all love the show, eagerly awaiting season 3. But I mean, let's start with the box. I mean, so much detail on the box now. You can see there, showing you a little bit of the inside. That lovely sort of slash across this side of the box so we can see a little bit of the inners as well. And I love the fact they're using this new style Black Series boxes now on the helmet. So we've got that little diagonal piece. I mean, look at that artwork. Little diagonal piece like on the Black Series 6-inch figure boxes. We've got main picture on the front there. And I mean, I just love this style box now. I think the colours work great. All the information on the outside of the box I just think is absolutely superb. And if I'm honest, if I had the space I would display the boxes with the helmets, but unfortunately I don't, so I've got to pack the boxes away and store them. But it does keep them safe and stop them from getting tatty. But I think these new style Black Series helmet boxes are absolutely fantastic and they display so well. I mean, look at those images. They look absolutely beautiful. And this, again, this angled piece I really do love. So well done Hasbro for doing that. I really do enjoy these boxes now. Okay, so let's go on to the helmet now. I apologise because the helmet has got like a chrome effect. It's quite difficult to film it. So I hope the images are coming through okay. But again, look at this beauty. I mean, how good does this look? I was a little bit concerned when I first saw that it was going to be released because essentially, even though these are 1.1 scale helmets and they are amazing quality, essentially they are toys. So I was a little bit worried how they were going to get the sort of chrome effect of the helmet, that metal sort of look, that chrome effect when it's essentially plastic. But if I'm honest, I think Hasbro have absolutely nailed it. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. Let's just spin it around. I hope these images are coming through well, guys. But, I mean, look at that. Absolutely unbelievable. We've got a little torch on the side like he uses in the show. Let's just see if we can switch that on. There we go. So yeah, I mean, I think these helmets are just absolutely superb. See if we can just look a bit of a 360. As you can see, look, when the light hits the chrome, really shiny, so they've really got that down well. They've really done a good job there. Let's just spin it around a little bit more. As we can see, the line all the way down the back, we've got the vents there. I mean, look at that finish. It just shines so well. If you're a helmet fan, a 1.1 scale helmet fan, I'd definitely suggest you get this one in your collection. You won't regret it. Still at a pretty good price point as well. Look at that T-visor, slightly narrowing to the bottom. The one thing I will say, when I took it out of the box, for a 1.1 scale helmet, it is quite small. I was quite surprised when you compare it. If you stand it next to the Boba Fett Black Series helmet, it is quite a lot smaller, but it does fit, you know, it does fit on your head fine. Let's just take a quick look inside. There we go. So again, like the Boba Fett helmet, you can see all that padding inside, a lot of detail in there. Indicator lights as well, just to show the batteries are in. and then I don't know if you can see that, there's just a liner there. To be honest, the liner's not great. I think if you take that out and fit your own, I think you'll probably do a better job and it'll fit better. But all that detail in there. But for the price point, I think these helmets are absolutely outstanding quality and outstanding value. So I will be picking more up as they're released. But as you can see, this is absolutely beautiful. And if you're a helmet collector, it is a must for anybody's collection. So yeah, there we go. That is my favourite pickup from 2021. So there we go, everyone. That is my favourite pickup from 2021, and no surprises really when you look at what's behind me. I just want to say another big thank you to Chris for inviting me onto this video. Really enjoying your channel, Chris. Keep up the good work, my friend. I really do enjoy your content. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram under the same name. So hopefully I'll see some of you guys very soon.
Hey collectors, I'm Jonathan from Star Wars Collected, a YouTube channel that's mostly about the collection you see around me, but we're also talking about upcoming collectibles and things we'd like to see come to market. Christopher was nice enough to reach out to me and ask me what my favorite collectible was that I acquired in 2021, and it just so happened to be this one. As you can see, we've kind of got ourselves a big boy here. This is the Sideshow Ringcore Deluxe version. I think this was actually maybe announced last year, but it came into my collection this year. I was actually on the wait list, and that never really seems to work out for me, but it did this time. And when my number came up and they said, hey, we've got a Ringcore for you if you want it, I couldn't resist, so I pounced on it. Now, I won't go through everything on this one. If you want to see a full unboxing and review, you can check out my channel, Star Wars Collected, but I want to show you just sort of the sheer size and scale of this guy. I'm 6'7". I'm on the taller side for a human, and this guy is just enormous. Sideshow didn't technically say it was 1/6 scale, but if you put a 1/6 scale figure next to him, that looks about right in scale and size. It's been kind of an interesting year for Ringcore. You know, the HasLab project just failed as of time recording this. So I'm glad that I had this guy in my collection. I also have a Gentle Giant version as well, but the scale and size of this one is what really attracted me to it. There are a few things that I don't particularly love about it. Some of the detail I think falls off a little bit around the face. I wish the eyes in here were glass. And there's a panel on the back, which basically no one ever sees. But the fitment on that is not quite as good as I'd like it. But those are quite honestly nitpicks. No one else is going to look at those and see those. But this is a fantastic piece. You know, limited numbers on this. There is a smaller version that you can get now, which is about half the size, similar sculpt. And it looks great as well. So if you're interested in something like this, check that guy out. But I feel like the Hasbro Ringcore offerings we've had over the years has always sort of not had a great paint job on it. And I feel like they did a much better job with this one. I have seen some people do their own kind of repaint on this as well, but I'm very satisfied with how this guy looks. There are some cool details down here in the base. We've got a couple bones. We have a Gamorrean guard skull here. And just some general rocks and things like that they've done a good job at adding some shading to and things of that nature. Of course, we've got the shackle on the one side, missing on the other side there. One thing I really like to look at with this guy is just the size of his hand. So his hand is bigger than my hand, despite, you know, the fact that I'm a 1-to-1 replica of myself, and he is, you know, 1/6 scale approximately. So yeah, like I said, a great piece. I think it's a solid addition to my collection. The Gentle Giant version has some pluses to it as well, which I go over in my comparison video, so make sure you check that out. But I don't see me getting rid of this piece anytime soon. It adds a lot of presence to my collection. So in general, I like 1-to-1 props, and I like larger pieces, things that kind of make a little bit of a statement. That can be an issue when you're sort of confined to a certain amount of space. Not that this is a real small space, but we'll see how the collection goes from here on out. But I think we'll always have room for our Ringcore here. So if you enjoyed content like this, make sure you're checking my channel out. And of course, make sure you're staying subscribed to Christopher as well. And I hope you guys had a great year of collecting. And I hope we have a lot of really cool stuff coming out in 2022 for us to look at as well.
What is up, Star Wars fans? The Mandalorian here, and in this video today we're going to be going over some of the best Star Wars collectibles from 2021. So I want to thank everyone for, you know, being a part of this collaboration, and seriously Star Wars for setting this up. I can't wait to see the final product and everyone else's choices. So let's have some fun. I'll give you a brief overview of my channel and what I do, and then we'll take a look at my pick for the best collectible. So what I do mainly is post Star Wars Funko Pop pictures out of box on Instagram at the.Mandalorian. My main following is there. And on YouTube, I do the show The Star Wars Funko Pop Journey, where we do unboxings of new Star Wars Pops and other deliveries that I purchase. So going over, different sets of Star Wars Funko Pops. If you're interested in that, check me out on YouTube at the.Mandalorian. And I've been working on something new, which is collecting the Star Wars Big Pins. So I'm very interested in these, and you can see them here. So I'll be doing videos going over these in the near future. Alright fam, so that's a quick overview of what you can expect from me on Instagram and YouTube going forward with the collections of the Star Wars Funko Pops and Big Pins. So now that we've done that, let's go ahead and take a look at my pick for the best collectible of 2021. Now there were a couple items that haven't arrived that were released in 2021 that maybe I would have considered, but that's okay because there's a lot of cool items. So me collecting the Star Wars Funko Pops, my choice here is the New York Comic Con 2021 Boba Fett 478, and he's got his Tusken Raider gear on there. So I have this up in a pop shield armor, but we're going to go ahead and take an out-of-box look at this pop because I have here the shared version as well. So here we go. We got the out-of-box Boba Fett all dressed up in his Tusken Raider gear. He's got the gaffy stick. He's all scarred up. And even got, let's see, I think he even got the cycler rifle on the back there. So yeah, this is definitely up there on one of my favorite pops released this year. Mainly because Boba Fett is one of my favorite characters from Star Wars, but also my favorite to collect. I really started collecting the Funko Pops with the Boba Fetts, and you see I have a bunch of the different Boba Fetts there. Alright fam, and real quick too, since I just started collecting the Star Wars Big Pins, I figured it'd be cool to add these two new ones that just released at Emerald City Comic Con 2021 to the video. So I'm looking forward to getting all the Star Wars Big Pins. So I picked one Funko Pop, and these two Big Pins came together. So one item for each of the things I'm collecting. Alright fam, so those are my picks for the top Star Wars collectibles that I've got in 2021. I can't wait to see what everyone else's is, but let us all know down in the comments which Star Wars collectible that you got in 2021 is your favorite and why. So I want to thank everybody for taking the time to check out this video. Again, I want to thank Seriously Star Wars for putting together this awesome collaboration. And if you're interested, you can find me on Instagram at the.Mandalorian, as well on YouTube at the same name, the.Mandalorian. So again, thank you everybody for taking the time to check out this collaboration. Keep collecting, and may the Force be with you.
As for my favorite Star Wars collectible of 2021, no surprise here, it's got to be a Star Wars Funko Pop since I review so many Star Wars Funko Pops. I've collected over 300 of them now, so no surprise here, it's a Star Wars Funko Pop, but the one I chose as my favorite Star Wars collectible is the Dark Trooper Funko Pop from Star Wars The Mandalorian Season 2. I think he looks absolutely fantastic. He is, of course, from that scene where Mando and Bo-Katan and Grogu, they're all held up in that room on the Star Destroyer, and these guys are marching towards that door. He's in that pose where he's walking towards you with his gun, with his blaster. He looks fantastic. And lately, guys, Funko's been killing it with all these Funko Pops or all these characters that have mechanical parts on them, like droids and robots and stuff like that, or even just characters with mechanical arms or whatever. So they just kill it on these ones, and no different on this guy. Like, they did so much detail, they put so much detail into his sculpt here. Like, you can see all the mechanical workings on him, like on his arms and legs and hands, all the joints and stuff. Lots of little detail in his blaster there, and he just looks so menacing, so sinister, with that all black paint application there, with the the red eyes. He just looks so sinister. And he is a little bit taller than some of the other Funko Pops, as he's a slightly taller character as well in the show. But they just did a fantastic job on this one. Like, he translated so well from movie or TV show character to a Funko Pop. So, fantastic job. By far my favorite Star Wars Funko Pop and my favorite Star Wars collectible of 2021. So that does it for the best Star Wars collectibles of 2021. Just want to give a huge thanks to everyone who took part in this collaboration. So, Binary Sunset Reviews, Fulcrum in the Force, Jedi Master 738, Paul's Collectables, Reynolds Reviews, Star Wars Collected, and The Mandalorian. Huge thanks to all of you guys for coming on here and sharing your favorite Star Wars collectible of 2021. And then huge thanks to all of you watching this video. Thanks for checking out this video, and let me know down in the comments, do you agree with our favorite Star Wars collectible of 2021? Let me know down in the comments. And also, what's your favorite Star Wars collectible of 2021? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and then click over here to watch one of my other reviews. Thank you so much for watching, and may the Force be with you.